Hi everyone, in this worksheet we're going to continue with the topic on fractions. We're going to see how we can convert mixed number into an improper fraction and the other way around from improper fraction to a mixed number. And finally, we are also going to compare fractions to see which fraction is greater or smaller. Let's begin with question 1. Express each mixed number as an improper fraction. So if you want to convert mixed number to improper fraction, the denominator will remain the same as denominator 8. Now, in order to find the numerator, there is a shortcut. We take the denominator, multiply by the whole number, and the answer we add the numerator. So 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. So for question 1, 3 wholes 5/8 is actually equals to 29/8. Let's go on to question number 2. So from a mixed number, 5 whole and 1/4, we want to convert it into an improper fraction. Same thing. The denominator remains the same. To find the numerator, we use the shortcut. We do multiply first, then we add. 4 times 5 gives a 20. 20 plus 1 is a 21. So for question 2, 5 whole and 1/4 is equals to 21 quarters. Let's go on to question number 2. Express each improper fraction as a mixed number in its simplest form. So in this question here, question 3, 24/9, how do we change it to a mixed number? There is a shortcut. We take 24 divided by 9. So for division, we do the 2 L's, label, and we list. List the times the multiplication of 9. Okay, so and do not forget, does McDonald's sell burger? So let's begin with the very first one. 2 divided by 9. Is there a number in the list that is smaller than 2, closest to 2? No. So 2 divided by 9 is a 0. 0 times 9, 0. Then we minus 2 minus 0, 2. Bring down the next number, 4. Now for 24 divided by 9, which number should we choose in the list that is closest to 24 but smaller than 24? 18. We should choose 18. So 24 divided by 9, position is a 2. So 24 divided by 9 is 2. 2 times 9 gives 18. And we minus 4 minus 8. Cannot, so we got to regroup. 1, bring over the 1/10. So 14 minus 8 gives a 6. 1 minus 1 gives a 0. So now we are going to write this as a mixed number. In a mixed number, the whole number, is it the quotient, the divisor, or the remainder? Whole number should be the quotient. So here is the quotient, the whole number. Now to write the numerator, what should it be? It should be the remainder, 6, out of the denominator will then be the divisor, 9. So 24/9 is equals to 2 whole 6/9. However, the question wants us to write in the simplest form. We got to focus on the fraction. 6 out of 9, 6/9. Is it in the simplest form or can we further simplify it? We can simplify it. 6 and 9 can both be divided by the same number. Let's try. Can 6 divided by 2? 2, 4, 6. Yes. Can 9 be divided by 2? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Is there a 9? No, there isn't. So 9 cannot divide by 2. So we try the next number. 6, can we divide by 3? Yes, 3, 6. How about 9? Can we divide by 3? Yes, 3, 6, 9. So both can be divided by 3. So my answer will be 2 whole remains. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Out of 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, can we simplify it further, or is this in the simplest form already? This is in the simplest form. So my answer for this question will be 24 ninths is equals to 2 wholes and 2 thirds. Okay, with that we go on to question number 4. 15 sixths. How do I change it, convert it to a mixed number? Same thing, the shortcut is to take 15 divided by 6. So do the 2 L's, label, and you list 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, and 60. So do not forget, does McDonald's sell burger? Okay, so step 1. Can we take 1 divided by 6? Is there a number smaller than 1 closest to 1 in this listing, in the list of numbers? No, so it should be 1 divided by 6 is a 0. 0 times 6, 0. Then I subtract 1 minus 0 is 1. Bring down the 5. 15 divided by 6, which number would you choose? I would choose 12. So 15 divided by 6, my answer is a 2, position 2. 2 times 6 gives a 12. Then I subtract 5 minus 2 is a 3. 1 minus 1 is a 0. So now I need to write it as a mixed number. Mixed number is made up of a whole number and a fraction. So what is the whole number? Do I choose the divisor, the remainder, or the quotient? The whole number is the quotient. So whole number is 2 wholes. Now, moving on next. What should be the numerator? Numerator would have to be the remainder. So 3 as the numerator, and therefore the divisor will be my denominator. Okay, but back to the question, they want us to express in the simplest form. Look at the fraction 3 and 6, 3 out of 6. Can they both be divided by the same number? Yes, and the number is 3. 3 can be divided by 3, 6 can be divided by 3. Okay, so the whole number remain the same as 2 wholes. 3 divided by 3 is a 1. Out of 6 divided by 3 is a 2. So my answer for this question will be 15 sixths is equals to 2 wholes and 1/2. Let's go on to question number 3 on comparing fractions. Okay, which is the smaller fraction for each question? Now I have 2 fractions here, 10 thirds and 11 fifths. In order to compare which is smaller, I need to ensure that what must be the same? The denominators must be the same. So step 1, okay, we list the 3 times table. 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. And the 5 times table. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. From these 2 lists, we are going to compare and see what is the first common multiple between 3 and 5. What is the first common multiple between 3 and 5? Can you identify? That will be 15. Okay, so our aim is to convert 10 thirds. The denominator of 3, we got to convert it into 15. So you ask yourself, from 3, how do you get to 15? 3 times what gives 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 times 5 gives 15. So if you multiply by 5 in the denominator, the numerator you also have to multiply by 5. And 10 times 5 gives a 50. Now let's go on to the next fraction, which is 11/5. Okay, same thing. We have to keep our aim in mind. We are actually trying to convert the denominator 5 into a denominator of 15. So ask yourself the question, from 5, how do you get to 15? 5 times what gives 15? 1, 2, 3. 5 times 3 gives 15. So if the denominator you multiply by 3, the numerator you also have to multiply by 3. 11 times 3, the answer would be a 33. Okay, so you are actually trying to compare between these two fractions. Now, because they both have the same denominators, we can start to compare which is the smaller fraction. So 50/15 and 33/15, which is the smaller fraction? 33/15. And when you write as the answer, remember the answer that you write must be from the question. Therefore, we shouldn't be writing 33/15, but we should be writing 11/5. So my answer for question 5 is 11/5. Okay, now let's go on and look at question number 6. Question number 6, similarly, our aim is to make sure in order for us to compare, the denominators must be the same. Can you make a guess? What should I change both denominators to so that they are the same? Okay, between 8 and 2, if I were to do a listing of 8 times table, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, and for 2 times table, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. What is the first common multiple between 8 and 2? It's simply 8. That is the first common multiple. Okay, so since 15/8, the denominator is already 8, we do not need to convert it. We do not need to change to an equivalent fraction. It can remain as 15/8. But what we need to change is 7/2. And our aim is to change the denominator of 2 into a denominator of 8. Now from 2, how do you get to 8? I need to multiply by what? 1, 2, 3, and 4. I need to times 4. So if the denominator I multiply by 4, the numerator I would also have to multiply by 4. What is 7 times 4? 7, 14, 21, 28. It is 28/8. Okay, so right now you are actually comparing between 15/8 and 28/8. Which is a smaller fraction? It is 15/8. Okay, so since 15/8 is already a fraction from the question, we can just write it down as the answer. The smaller fraction is 15/8. With that, we end this worksheet. Thank you.